Is this world an upside-down tree with its roots up and branches down? Are you, as a human being, also one such inverted being? Certainly, anyone could be bewildered by such questions. But a little contemplation will convince you that after all, these ideas are not the product of some wild imagination, but point toward some great truths about this universe and us, human beings. And understanding these truths can be catalytic in attaining supreme satisfaction in our lives. So, stay tuned as we unravel the mystery of the tree that stands upside down. This enigmatic tree is mentioned in several ancient scriptures across many civilizations. In the oldest Hindu scripture, Rig Veda, and then Katha Upanishad as well as Bhavad Gita, it is described as the Ashvata, the eternal people tree, rooted in the divine and branching downward into the material world. It is a symbol of the supreme Brahman, the ultimate reality that pervades all existence. But what does it mean for a tree to be upside down? Actually, there is no up and down in the absolute sense in the vast expanse of space, although referring to those objects nearer to the surface of the earth vis-à-vis other objects, down, and those away from the surface, up, has become a convention in the world. However, if you were floating in space, observing Earth, you'd see people standing on the North and South poles. Those at the North Pole have their heads pointing toward the North Star, while those at the South Pole point in the opposite direction. So, which way is up? Which way is down? The truth is, both groups are held to Earth by gravity, their heads reaching outward into the cosmos. This is where space, the subtlest of the 5 elements, becomes the key to understanding the inverted tree. The 4 elements, fire, air, water, and earth, become increasingly grosser in that order. Space is the canvas upon which the tree is painted, the infinite expanse from which all creation springs. So, subtlety determines the power and hierarchy of principles. The verse describing the inverted tree in the Katha Upanishad goes like this. This is the beginningless people tree that has its roots above and branches down. That, which is its root, is pure, that is Brahmin and that is called immortal. On that are fixed all the worlds, none transcends that. This verily is that. Commenting on this verse, Adi Shankaracharya, the great 8th century philosopher and a prominent non-duality proponent from India, explains that this people tree comprises the whole spectrum of creation, manifested and unmanifested, movables and immovables. Birth, death, old age, sorrow, all are part of this tree. The people tree is perishable, as the meaning of its Sanskrit name Ashwat suggests. Shankaracharya says this tree changes itself every moment. It appears like a work of jugglery, water in a mirage, and a cloud city in the sky. While this tree raises doubts in skeptics, seekers of truth understand its reality. Its sprouts emerge from the golden womb powered by knowledge and action. Its trunk is like the stem of a plantain tree with no hardwood, but it contains the subtle bodies of all creatures. The tree gets its vigor to grow from the sprinkling of water of desires. Its leaves are the Vedas, logic, and teachings. Its flowers are noble deeds like sacrifice, charity, and austerity. And its fruits? The countless actions of living beings, feeding the 7 layers of existence. Yet, despite its grandeur, the tree is unsteady, shaken by the winds of desire and karma. Only its root, which is pure, radiant, and eternal, remains untouched. This root is the self, the light of consciousness, the essence of Brahman. Everything else is transient, like a mirage or a fleeting dream. Now, let's zoom out and see how this tree manifests in the cosmos. At the macrocosmic level, the root of creation lies in space, the subtlest element. From it emerge the branches of air, fire, water, and earth, the other 4 elements. These branches bear the flowers and fruits of life in the form of plants, animals, and all living beings. Together, they form a cosmic inverted tree, a living tapestry of existence, where power flows from the subtlest to the grossest, layer by layer. But this tree isn't just out there in the universe, it's within you, too. At the microcosmic level, your body mirrors this design. Your brain, the seat of thought and perception, sits at the top of your tree. From it stems the nervous system, branching downward to every corner of your being. It's a miniature version of the cosmic tree in physical form. The 7 layers of existence. However, delve deeper, and you'll find that your existence is layered like the tree itself. Yes, we exist in 7 layers: the physical body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego, and the self. And the subtlest is the highest and most powerful. The physical body, the grossest of all, has no power over other layers, being pulled down by gravity. On the contrary, self, being the subtlest of all, has infinite power, from which all the layers below draw power to subsist. Just like the trunk, branches, and leaves of the cosmic inverted tree, all the below 6 layers in a human being are subject to change and perishable. While all individuals can experience these 6 layers, the 7th layer remains elusive except for a minuscule few. According to Katha Upanishad, these wise people understand that senses are distinct from self, and their rising and falling belong to their distinct existence and not to self. It also says the form of this self does not exist within the range of vision, hence, nobody sees with the eye. Then, how to know and attain self? The Katha Upanishad offers a clue. We need to look at space. But not outside of us, for that makes us latch onto the grossest. Instead, we find space inside, in the heart center. A verse in the Katha Upanishad says, "The inner self, not larger than a thumb, is always present in the heart of the man." One should distinguish self from the body, like separating the pith from a reed. One should know that this self is pure and immortal. So, fix your mind on a thumb-size area in the center of the spiritual heart, which feels like an empty space. Yes, it is empty, unless your mind superimposes any form over there. It is just space, the boundaryless one space. There is no inside and outside to space. Hence, you are now experiencing the infinite space. As soon as you reach this state, the 6 layers below disappear. The inverted tree dissolves into self. So, as you go about your day, remember this: you are not just a branch on the cosmic tree, you are more than the tree itself. Within you lies the root of your existence, as well as the source of supreme satisfaction. Seek it, meditate on it, and let it take you to something incredibly amazing. Thank you for watching.